had our first program about the being an upstander, and specifically when it comes to social media and when we're on our devices, on our phones. And we're going to speak to some of these incredible, illustrious 7th graders from the Hero Academy of Nassau County about our program today. Max, can you tell us a little bit, what was the big idea about today's program?
To raise awareness of cyberbullying and to help it stop.
Good.
For it is a huge problem.
Amazing. And Dana, can you summarize for us a little bit about what you saw in the program?
So there was a WhatsApp conversation that Mrs. Steiner, Mrs. Mori, Rabbi Hecht, and Rabbi Dresky were on, and there was a group chat of Mrs. Steiner, Rabbi Hecht, and Mrs. Mori, and they were talking about a party that Rabbi Dresky wasn't invited to, and Mrs. Steiner said, "Is he on the chat?" And Rabbi Hecht said no, and then they were like, "Okay, good, because he's not invited." And then Mrs. Mori sent a screenshot of that to Rabbi Dresky, and Rabbi Dresky said, "Find out why I'm not invited."
And for you guys, what was it like to watch this skit, so to speak, play out right in front of you? Did it feel real, this conversation, Jake? Did that feel like a real conversation?
It felt like a somewhat real conversation because I have some chats where some friends aren't included, and sometimes when they get into fights, they talk about each other in not so nice ways, and it's just like, it seems a little familiar. Like, I've seen it like maybe once or twice, so it is definitely a problem, but it
was challenging.
It
stirred some real emotion for you.
Yeah.
Ayala, what was meaningful for you from this?
That we were able to like see someone like getting bullied like in action, so that like you could figure out how to be an upstander and what to do.
Amazing. And do any of you, we're going to be doing 4 of these parts. Today was the first. What are you looking forward to and hoping might be covered in these types of programs in the future? Dana, what do you think?
I hope that we have more scenarios that will show different ways to be an upstander, because I think that's probably like what we are supposed to take away. So I think that we should just see how to be an upstander.
What is an upstander? I don't think we really...
It's a person who stands up for someone, upstander, but it's usually online, because it's usually for people, meaning an upstander is usually for someone who stands up for cyberbullying online.
Amazing. I want to just wrap up. I want to say thank you so much to Naomi Fredman. She put together some incredible slides in this incredible program for us in the middle school, and I really am hopeful, and I imagine you guys are as well, that this is something that is going to give our students skills, not just for middle school, but for life.
The Upstanders program that we did at HANC Middle School was very helpful for the students to be able to learn how to communicate with each other, whether in chat groups or just text one-on-one to students, what to share, what not to share. These were real examples of things that are happening to our students on a weekly, maybe even daily basis in chat groups and with their friends in text, in social media, on Snapchat. The kids themselves were able to communicate what they're experiencing, what's happening to them on a daily basis, and they were able to give examples that helped the whole room understand that everybody was going through this together.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today we're going to be having a nice discussion with some of our illustrious middle school 7th graders. We have Nathaniel and Henry, and Jacob Schoenfeld is going to be joining us shortly. And we're going to be talking about our second of the programs that we did to describe digital citizenship. So, Nathaniel, can you tell us a little bit about this particular program?
Yeah, so like a couple of weeks ago, we put up these 4 oak tags, and students would put the red stickers or the yellow stickers or the green stickers to describe like the scenarios they felt. And honestly, red not at all, yellow sometimes, green.
And Henry, tell us, what type of posters did you see?
Common to see online bullying. There was one to see it's common to see inappropriate pictures, and like a lot of people put sometimes like yellow for those scenarios, and not many people put red because it happens more than it should.
Okay. And Jacob, what did this program do for you that you saw other people putting in their information? Did you find that it was anonymous, and did that help you that it was anonymous?
Yeah, because it shows that some people, when it comes to online bullying and this stuff, don't want to admit it or don't want to, or feel like it like it's better to stay inside than to tell anyone. But this makes it feel like everyone, people share the same experiences as you.
And what does that do for yourself? Seeing that other people had similar experiences to yours, you see a lot of yellows, you see greens, whatever it might be, that other people are also experiencing. Nathaniel, what did that do for you? Did you find it validating?
Yeah, I just thought like it was validating that I could see that other people like shared the same problems as each other.
Yeah. And Henry, overall, what would you say? Did you find this program so far about digital citizenship, did you find it helpful to you?
Yeah, because I got to learn how other people feel about like all these things that are happening in our group chats and games and like social media, and how other people felt about like all the pictures and words that people are saying online.
And Jacob, what are you hoping to gain and put into your life from this kind of program?
To be more cautious of what you do online, because whether you want it to or not, it can impact someone.
I was really impressed with how responsive all the students were to the Upstander program. They really took a lot of the tools that we gave them in the program on how to be an Upstander and how to use social media wisely, and they ran with it, and they're going to use it in their real lives.
All right, everybody, good afternoon. I'm here with Rivka and Rebecca, and they're going to take us through their process of making their infographic for being an Upstander, specifically in the world of social media, such a challenge. And today they're going to take us through what their process is. It's not finished yet, but we're going to get a sneak peek of their incredible, amazing infographic. Let's see what they got.
So on our infographic is about being the ultimate Upstander. So first over here we have tools that can help you to when you're a victim of cyberbullying. So we have contact an adult, block the cyberbully, or report the incident.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay.
Here, this part is not finished, but here is these will help your friend. These if your friend is a victim of cyberbullying, these are things you can do. So you can comfort your friend, offer a listening ear, or check in with your friend and make sure that they don't get cyberbullied again.
Amazing.
So we put together this because it's a really important thing to be a Upstander and not a bystander, because this is a very big thing that's been going on lately, and it's not okay to get bullied online, and it's definitely harder for the person that's a victim to do it and stand up to them. So if your friend is the victim, you have to be the Upstander, and you have to help them block this person.
Right. What program are you using for this project?
We're using a pictograph.
Oh, wow.
And it helps you easily make a document or an infograph like this with like colors and boxes and pictures.
And there's like a bunch of different templates that you can pick from to get like
and you
the
can
design
also
that you
find all these other things that you can add to it to make it more
pop out.
Pop out, yeah.
Great. And do you find that this is a meaningful project to work on?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because it really shows it really helps people who are a victim and who are friends of a victim, because it's also hard to be a friend of a victim because you don't want to see your friend get hurt.
Okay. This is really special. I'm so glad that we got to spend a few moments with Rivka and Rebecca. This program is such an important program, and I'm really grateful that we did it, because with social media, the challenge of interacting with other people and the dynamics that happen online make it so much harder for our children, and ourselves for that matter, to have empathy. You know, when we interact person to person, face to face, you can see facial expressions, you can see if something you said didn't sit well with the other person. But when you're interacting on social media, it's so much harder. So being a citizen of the digital world is very, very important for our children and for ourselves to become better at this so that they can develop better empathy and better skills for life.
I think that the kids did a great job responding to the program. I think that it was important because a lot of these things happen sometimes at when they have a bar or a bat mitzvah and reactions to those things. So I think that the kids really did a wonderful job of responding to the program, and it was very impressive.